But most importantly, it got to a lot of you guys who wanted to join this challenge, get focused on what we want, on our hair goals, on length retention. You can see here how much it's grown out when you compare it to the Maya oil, like all the good oils that the good oils that you need. I'm very, 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 very paranoid about the end of my hair. For a lot of us, it's literally breaking at the end.
I can't read your mind, bad as I want to. Baby, won't you let me ride? Tell me what you like.
Guys, can y'all believe it's been a whole 2 months since that video? Since I made that video, since we started the challenge together, since we embarked on this journey to go on this challenge for 4 months, guys. I mean, compared to my other videos, you can tell that I'm like excited because I just love that we're all like rallying up together and doing this together. And did I say hey? Hey, I'm Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just making an updated video on the hair challenge. I can't believe we are halfway through. We're more than halfway through. We're about like 3/4 in. Yeah, because this is the 3rd month and the month isn't quite over, but we've obviously reached the halfway mark. I'm just so excited to make this video and just to catch up with you. Most importantly, it got to a lot of you guys who wanted to join this challenge, and I'm so glad we got to get focused on what we want, on our hair goals, on length retention, just all of that. So I'm just excited to make this video, and let me just get into it. First thing I want to touch on is, so let's start off with just seeing growth, just being more intentional. I think that when you measure your hair, it's good because you need like measurable goals in general. I've measured, like you can see here, how much it's grown out. So this is where the braid starts and this is my hair. So that's about 1.5 inches. So my hair is growing about, you can't even see my parts anymore. I need to redo the front for sure. My hair is usually slicked back nowadays. Even if it's back, it's like slicked back. So you can see the new growth. I took my measuring tape and I held it against my hair and I saw that it was about like 1.5 inches of growth, which means each month it's growing about 1/2 inch. Or a little bit more than 1/2 inch since it's been 2 months-ish. Yeah, and then when it comes to checking on the state of my hair, what I do is, if you guys have been watching my videos, I undo one braid, I take it out, and I see how it's doing. It's mostly for me to check on the state of my hair and also how the leave-in conditioner is working with my hair, because sometimes your hair can tend to have moisture overload or protein overload. So this is just a way for me to check how my hair is doing. So that's something you guys can do if you want to. I don't do it every single time I moisturize, but it's more so when I refresh my hair, I kind of just take out one braid just to see like how my hair is doing, because I'm very, 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 very paranoid about the end of my hair. I'm paranoid about, because that has been my weakness and is a huge weakness for a lot of us, is it's literally breaking at the end. So I'm very like, I shout out to Deanna East, Glow and Peace again. She is the one who taught me to be serious about sealing your ends. Like, you can't really get far if you have sensitive type 4 hair, fine strands. You know, it's different for everybody, and I want to make a genetics video too as well. So that's how the growth is going for me. That's how the length retention is going for me. That's how I'm checking on like my actual hair. Some of y'all have told me that you guys are also rocking knotless braids. So shout out to my knotless braids crew. If you have knotless braids, let me know what you're doing, and or if you even care, you know, or if you just feel assured that like your hair is fine. As far as the hairstyle, like I said, it's knotless braids. The way that I refresh it is, you guys have seen from my videos, is I retwist the front, which is, I would say, very temporary. And I want to figure out, I'm gonna get more on a specific regimen during the summer. That's very like after, you know, the 2 month mark, I'm definitely like rebraiding the front. And after the 1 month mark, I'm definitely retwisting. That's my plan for refreshing in the future. I felt like I was a little, you know, yeah, instead of just like vibing and just retwisting and refreshing when I need to, I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do. And then as far as the roots, they're grown out, and this is another thing. I don't necessarily care how old they are or how old they look. I kind of just refresh it with products that I'm about to share with you. Like I refresh it with mousse, and I use clips like these to tie the front down, and I don't even use gel. I just use like the power of water after you shower and the power of your leave-in conditioner, and then a scarf, and then that's it. The hair is already braided down, it's already being pulled down in that direction. And if you've already put gel sometime in the week, you know, you could just reactivate it with the water. So I feel like I have mastered kind of like getting my hair to look as neat as I want it as it gets older. And I kind of like how you can't see the parts because it actually looks like hair, kind of like just regular hair that's not braided. Not that that's the goal, but I kind of like that how it kind of like transitions into that. When we started the challenge, I had more wavier pieces, and now I inserted more kinkier pieces that now look more like brushed hair, really. It looks like blown out hair, but it started very wavy. It was like a kinky wavy look. So that's how I've been holding up with it. And those are the two types of hair I've been using. I can include them somewhere here. As far as styling, I usually wear, I like to wear a high ponytail a lot. Based on my face shape, I have quite the forehead. So it's either a high bun or a low bun. Anything in the middle kind of elongates my head in a weird way. So I wear those a lot. I've been wearing the low buns more often nowadays because it helps me slick everything down. And when you do like a high bun and a high ponytail, there's more that you reveal that you have to actually do and get done up versus when the hair is down and like covering the face, you have to do less of your edges. Because when you put it up, it's like you have to do your edges and even the hair that's going upwards. I just started doing this braid. This is the second time I've ever done a side braid this challenge. Not even this month. I do low buns. I barely do low buns. I did a low bun yesterday, but I've been like feeling the low, like down, I don't want to say sleek. A lot, I've been doing this style a lot where I do like a ponytail that's higher low and I like have two braids coming out of the ponytail. That's really it. Those are the styles I do. And of course out, like my hair is usually out and it's been cold. I usually would wear a hat and just like let my hair be down, and that's how I rock it. So yeah, let me know what hairstyles you guys have been using. Let me tell you something. I absolutely hate faux locks. Those things just did not work for me, especially the individual one. Great styling, but terrible for length retention for me. Yeah, it was terrible because your hair is like locked inside the lock and there's no way to get to it, moisturize your ends. It's terrible. Yeah, I know a couple people have told me that they're doing knotless braids right now. I know that twists work a lot for everybody. Not for me, and I haven't done them like for a long time. So braids just really work for me, to be honest. So as far as products, on a daily basis, I do use mousse a lot, and you guys have heard me in my other videos talk about that. I use the argan oil, Cream of Nature argan oil mousse. And the reason I use it is because a lot of times I'm just slicking down my hair, and this is more so now because it's just older, the roots have grown out, it's time for me to rebraid, and I'm getting lazy, and it is what it is. I don't care. I think it makes the look more natural and low-key. I mean, if y'all have seen the reel I've made, I low-key have always wanted locks, but that's a whole nother video. Let me know if you guys want me to make that video. I have like some deep thoughts on why I would do it, why I wouldn't. As far as products, I'd use the mousse, especially more so nowadays, and I kind of just like use it to slick my hair down, and I put a scarf and I go about my day. Some days I don't use the mousse at all. And then as far as like the moisturizing products that I use once a week or bi-weekly, it's the Crisapello leave-in that I told you I kind of stopped using for now because if I feel like it's just like had been overly like moisturizing and my hair has like some moisture overload. So I'm now using, as far as leave-ins, the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Restore leave-in. So that one has more protein. To actually moisturize, so this part should have been first, to actually moisturize, I open my freezer and I get a cube or two. I made it like several weeks ago. So I just put it in my freezer so you're not worrying about it going bad and whatnot. And when you have to moisturize, you could just pop 1 or 2 ice cubes into your spray bottle, and then I double boil it. Like, I need it to be warm. As far as moisture, like liquid, I use that. When it comes to moisturizing like my scalp, I actually use water because my scalp is sensitive. I just put like warm water and then I go in with my oil. So the oil I'm using is, I'm using a dupe. So this is what it looks like. I found it in Burlington because I got a discount and I was like, this has rosemary, this has peppermint, that's all I need. But of course I looked at the back and they have like the main ingredients. They have like castor, almond, sunflower, grape, jojoba, peppermint, vitamin E, biotin. Like, when you compare it to the Maya oil, it basically has like almost the same exact oils, I think. Like all the good oils that, the good oils that you need. And just doing this for a while, it's like, the oils you need. You need your castor oil, you need like grapeseed oil, olive. That's what I use, but I poured that into the Mayo bottle because I just like the dropper nozzle. And then I, moisturize that way. As far as sealing, I'm using the Herbal Hair Grow. This I got from Natural Academia, my Natural Academia. I wonder where she's been. I got that from her and it works pretty well. Before that, I was using a pomade from a South Asian Indian market, and that's it. That's all I use. If we want to get into explaining things, the fenugreek just helps with shedding. It helps strengthen the hair follicles. It has a lot of good properties that I personally have seen less shedding when I put the fenugreek. Let me know what products you guys are using, how you're sealing. Let me know if you guys are even comfortable like sealing your hair with the grease, because I will tell you, like, I was actually nervous to go in with grease because I was scared that it would like truly alter the pieces that are outside of the braid and make them look very weird and weighed down. But to me, it looks like very almost natural, like I have like a blowout and they still have like some type of flow to them. And it didn't like mess it up at all. It didn't make it look greasy. I think the hair that I'm using right now behaves a lot like our hair kind of. So it kind of gives like a wispy look when it's out, and I feel like it's just like very similar to our texture. So yeah, let me know if that's something you guys are doing. Let me know how you guys are sealing your ends during this challenge. It must be really, really easy for those of you who are not using added hair. That's like the ideal thing. And I could go into that because 3 years ago I made a mini braids video that's still on this channel, so that's what I used to wear. But even then I wasn't retaining the length that I am now because I don't know, I don't think I was sealing my ends like I am now. And I wasn't keeping that thing for 4 months. Yeah, so if y'all want that to be a separate video about like adding length and why I feel the need to, or why I do, because I like to get into those type of conversations. So as far as moisturizing, I just told you guys the products I use and that I moisturize weekly. I try to moisturize weekly. Sometimes it becomes almost 2 weeks since I've moisturized, but then I get heavy-handed with it. And what I also do is something I learned from Natural 85 is like, instead of wearing a shower cap, you could just like you could not wear a shower cap and just like let the, steam kind of penetrate your hair. And then when you're done, you can like start your moisturizing routine, or you could just kind of like go to bed or like whatever you're doing after the shower. Like that can be a little moisturizing moment, or like you can reactivate the product in your hair so you don't always have to wear like a shower cap, especially if your hair is like super dry. You could just like the steam kind of reinvigorates the hair a little bit. That's it for moisturizing for me. It's working out for me. Oh, washing. We didn't talk about that. So as far as washing goes, I've decided to do it every 2 to 3 weeks instead of every month. And that's just not what I've done in the past. What I've done in the past is do it every month, but that was when my hair was out. I think that was more catered to the detangling process and the extensive process of washing my hair. But when your hair's in braids, there's no detangling. You're going through less hair because your hair is grouped in braids. So you actually have the opportunity to wash more often. And I don't think it's going to be extremely drying. I use the Suave Peppermint shampoo. Yeah. And then as far as like deep conditioning, I would kind of extensively do that deep conditioner that I told you guys about. But then I realized that really does penetrate your hair when it's out, and it can still, I feel like, penetrate your hair when it's in the braids, but I don't think it should be done every single time you wash, because I don't want to call it a waste, but it just isn't necessary, and you could still provide moisture back into your hair with a conditioner or a deep conditioner. So I use my Aussie Moist 3-Minute Miracle to deep condition, and that's just what I plan to do. Since I'm like washing more, I should still like deep condition it to restore that moisture back into my hair, but that doesn't mean like, I don't think that'll strip my hair too much. I just wanted to, I feel like cleaner, and I also like, you know, I do my edges and stuff like that, so I feel like my hair has to be cleaned and stuff. Oh, recently I've been like washing just my edges in the shower and then just going in with conditioner, not like a deep conditioner or anything, but just quickly, you know, and then go about my business. That has been helpful. And then I kind of go in and put like my leave-in, and actually grease too. I can't take any chances, guys. As far as the state of my hair, like I told you, I'll take out one braid to see how my hair is doing. But my hair seemed fine. I wanted to take out a piece today, and I was like, we do not have the time today to do that randomly. Yeah, so as far as health and wellness, I have been very focused on eating specific things. I don't want to use the D word because it's not, that triggers like a certain meaning, and that's not what I'm doing. I can see the effects in my body when I have certain foods, and the effect on my mind when I have certain foods, and obviously the effect on my hair. Now, I can't see it because it's in the braids, but I saw it last year when I had such success with my hair being retaining length. So I've been eating pretty well. Like this year so far, I've been eating pretty well. I've been respecting my body the best way I can. I've had like my moments, but I've been taking like my multivitamin. I've been taking my supplements, checking with my primary doctor and other doctors, taking blood tests. I mean, you know, just keeping up with that. So I feel healthy, but for the most part, like I try and get my fruits, vegetables, everything, protein, carbs, grains. So yeah, just a reminder to take care of your internal, because you're eating that, and then that goes into your bloodstream, and then you're moisturizing your scalp, and then, yeah. That is all for this video, guys. I just wanted to check in because we're at the halfway mark. We are at the halfway mark. We're almost done. Can you like just imagine the moment of the takedown process when you're like taking down, unraveling everything, and you're just like, oh my God, my hair retains so much length. It looks healthy. I'm just ready to be shooketh. Y'all know the vibes. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.